Yeah. Okay.
It is literally wherever you want to fit. Everyone else would scatter.
Yeah, just well here. By the way, the point. Like more than very good. You don't want to see hey, there you go. You only need one too. I know. How you doing? I'm all right. Good. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for my pleasure. Yeah. Right. I think Brian was never decided. I didn't off some tools, you know. I normally work some things. Let's have to go.
All right, good morning and welcome to Grossmont College. As we begin our ribbon cutting, we want to acknowledge the indigenous peoples of the Kumeyaay Nation, for which this beautiful land of Grossmont College sits. We humbly express our gratitude and respect to the Kumeyaay peoples for this land, both past, present, and also the future. We're excited to have you join us for the ribbon cutting ceremony for the Performing and Visual Arts Center. Thank you for joining us today and helping us celebrate construction milestones. For those of you viewing us on live stream, thank you for joining us virtually. Among our virtual viewers and attendees, I'd like to acknowledge our Citizens Bond Oversight Committee members, including Chair David Gauthier, and also our Cuyamaca student representative, Christy McElgay. Joining us in person is our member, Alba Ward, and also our members who are joining us virtually. Thank you for joining us today and your guidance on this project and our other bond-funded construction. Lastly, I'd like to thank those who made today's event possible, including our music department chair, Derek Cannon, and student performers. Our amazing facilities, maintenance, and operations crew for setting up our event. And as always, our instructional media services for their technical assistance. Now I'd like to welcome the Chancellor of Grossmont Cuyamaca Community College District, Dr. Lynn Nolt, to say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Gable, and welcome everyone. What an exciting day. You know, I've been driving past this building. In case you don't know, my office is in the back, North 40. And I've been driving past this building for the last year and a half. And in the last 8 months or so, I've been like dreaming of, you know, when it's going to open. You know, first it was under construction. I started to slowly see walls come down. And I've been dreaming of this facility. You know, I've been an administrator in the region for many years. And I can tell you that the theater arts program at Grossmont College has been well known and lauded in the region for many years. So here we are. Here we are. The reality is about to become my dreams. But before I get started, I would really like to acknowledge some very important people that are here today. First of all, one of our members of our governing board, Trustee Elena Adams. Grossmont College's own student trustee, Mr. Benjamin Levins. Christy has already been acknowledged, and Priscilla is supposed to be here today. Oh, there she is, our student trustee from Cuyamaca College, Ms. Priscilla. Thank you for being here. I'm also I'm especially honored to be able to acknowledge Mr. Bill Garrett, former member and former president of our Board of Trustees for at least 14 years, Bill. It's been a debate, but at least 14 years. And current member of our foundation board, and of course his wife, Judy, who's also been a former president of our Grossmont and Cuyamaca Foundation Board. You know, during Bill's 14-year tenure, it was his leadership that helped pass the construction bond that is enabling us to be celebrating this building. So please join me in thanking him for his visionary leadership for all of us. For those of you that don't know, Bill and Judy have donated not only their time, but their treasures to support the theater arts program in many ways. And I'm confident that they're more excited than I am to be able to come to the first performance here. So hopefully we can do it together. So thank you. Thank you very much. You know, it's been a difficult year with the pandemic forcing us all inside. So this is such a milestone for our college, our students, and our community to be able to celebrate the grand opening of the building. And I am certain that this is going to be a landmark in East County. I know when I was making my rounds, my listening tour, I went to lunch with the former PIO here, Dana Quitner. Many of you probably know her. She was giving me the history of this facility in performing arts, and it is really clear that the community is also really looking forward to this. And I only wish we could have opened it up for everybody, because I'm sure there would have been a very, very massive crowd. And this facility, and I'm reminded by Dr. Fulbright, it's more than a facility, is really going to serve the performing arts and our students for decades to come. And our new Hyde Art Gallery will provide a beautiful venue for the outstanding work. And if you haven't seen some of it on display out there, I urge you to kind of walk by it. I know I did. So I'd like to thank everyone at Grossmont College and the district who was involved in the careful planning of all the details. I have had a tour inside. I've seen the orchestra pit, and it really is beautiful. And thank you to GAFCON, of course, to Bill Gautier, the chair of our Citizens Bond Oversight Committee, that really monitors our spending and to make sure we are being true to the taxpayers. So thank you to our construction partners and everyone that is making our dreams come true today. So it is my pleasure now to invite the board member, Elena Adams. I was going to say president. Maybe that's, foresight, Elena. She'd rather you do it, Bill, but sorry, to say a few words. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nolt. I'm honored to be part of this event. I know the other board members, Brad Monroe, Linda Cartwright, Debbie Justison, and Julie Shore, join me in extending congratulations. We've watched this building's construction. In fact, some of us even signed one of the beams. Right, Bill? It will be a beautiful setting for plays and performances that Grossmont College will put on. This is one of the many buildings that the district has been able to build and or renovate here at Grossmont, as well as Cuyamaca College. All thanks to East County taxpayers who supported Prop R in 2002 and Prop V in 2012. We are grateful that the East County community has been willing to invest in our colleges. A recent study commissioned by the district showed our value. The report found that our district added more than $1.1 billion to our regional economy as a result of district, construction, student, and alumni spending. This building will demonstrate to the community that their investment was well spent. This building will serve tens of thousands of students, as well as provide East County with a venue for cultural years for many years to come. On behalf of the board, I want to thank East County voters for their continued support of the Grossmont-Cuyamaca District. Also, a big thanks to our college and district leaders, as well as our construction partners. Thank you, Dr. Gable, for having me here today.
Thank you for your remarks, Trustee Adams and Dr. Nolt. The opening of the Performing and Visual Arts Center is particularly exciting for our campus as we embark on our 60th anniversary. While this is a beautiful new facility, the Performing and Visual Arts Center includes an acknowledgement of our college's history through our Hyde Art Gallery, named after Marjorie Hyde, a founding art faculty member of our college. Grossmont College has a long history of educating many members of San Diego's local performing and visual arts community, and several of them coming back as our college, professors, and also our visiting artists and directors. While this will be a wonderful facility for our students, we also know that this building will become a home for the performing and visual arts in East County. Many in East County may not have the means to enjoy the arts, many venues of which are located in central and downtown San Diego. By making art accessible to our neighbors, we bring beauty, diversity, and creativity to their lives. For many young people, including those who experience our theater arts and dance department's high school tours, this may be the only place they see a live theatrical dance performance. We're also excited to open this new facility for our students, employees, and our East County neighbors. And I just have to say, yesterday, I took advantage of a virtual dance performance, entrances and exits, with our dance department. It was amazing. And I really, really look forward to having our dance department, our theater, all of our visual and performing arts in the PVAC. Very excited for our students and our music students as well. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Marshall Fulbright, the Vice President of Academic Affairs, to say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Gable. Like everyone else, this is very exciting for me. I almost want to throw away my script because if anyone knows me, it's I spent 25 years teaching music. So this is really exciting. I wish I could be in, have my hands in there and be performing, but I will be able to watch and enjoy Mr. Cannon and all his colleagues. Anyone knows that buildings are not a college. It's what happens inside that is truly important. The teaching and learning experience, the exchange between faculty and students is why we are here and why we do what we do. So although this building is beautiful, it is only a representation of what will transpire within its walls. It is a tool for the arts and it's a tool for expansion and for education. This new space will allow us to expand, will allow us to grow in the arts and in our instruction, allow us to support students and faculty and the community in this region. Although we've been online this past year with amazing faculty that have done an amazing job in continuing to try and put on performances with this extra work, everyone is looking forward to it, that we can actually get back in there safely and be able to raise the curtain, turn on the lights, and to have that interaction back in working with the communities, which is hugely important in education and the arts. So the arts and all our co-curricular activities, as anyone that has taught, especially in the arts, knows that sometimes that's the only thing that brings students to campus. It keeps them engaged. It brings them here. And we know that if our students are engaged, then they will persist. If they persist, they will be successful. successfulness then leads to completions, which then leads to degrees for your institutions and the workforce. So this building will allow us to do that. As times have changed and our construction has changed, this building will also help support us in that as well, as it will be a tool again in helping to support the performing and visual arts. So with all that said, this is a very exciting time to be at Grossmont College, because this beautiful building not only represents, a physical space, but also represents the commitment that the district and the college has to instruction and the arts in the region. So thank you for having me. I'm so lucky to be able to be in this building when we were all able to be here. I'm so envious of you. And I'll now turn it over to our interim dean of Arts, Languages, and Communication, Mr. Joel Castella.
Right. As a longtime faculty member and as the interim dean of Arts, Languages, and Communication, I'm just delighted to be here and to be celebrating this facility today. And I thank all of you for joining us in this celebration. I want to thank our folks from music for helping to make it a celebratory feel here. I think the first time in over 14 months that live music has been played for something resembling an audience. Yeah, it's a terrific day. This facility, this new Performing and Visual Arts Center, is a place for all of our students, our whole campus community and the larger community to enjoy and celebrate the arts. Moreover, it is a training facility. Our music students, our dance students, and our theater students are going to experience a higher level of training than we could have offered them before, because we have this facility. This facility includes one of the largest stages in the county. And that means that our dance program and our large music ensembles will be able to come home to Grossmont College. They've been doing their performances for years, spread out all over the place, and they'll be able to really come home and experience this amazing hall. And we don't always think of the students who come to us for training with the behind the scenes aspects of the performing arts. But that is a very significant part of our theater program. And the higher level of training and experience that those stagecraft students are going to have the opportunity for is going to make them immensely more marketable and valuable to their future employers. As has been mentioned, this facility also includes our Hyde Art Gallery, and the portions of the current Spring 2021 student art exhibit are on display in the 58-foot window portion of the gallery. I hope that you'll all enjoy that today. And there are additional portions of the student art exhibit that are virtual and available online. We hope that you'll check those out as well. But it's not just about exhibiting student work. We bring exhibits by professional artists to our campus and through that we enrich the whole community and provide more stimulation for our art students in the growth of their own artistic talent. And it's going to help all of the students be just more engaged in the college, right? Community colleges have this reputation of being sort of commuter schools. Students come, they take their classes, they leave. But when you come to Grossmont College now as a student and you see this amazing building, you're going to say, hey, what's that about? And you're going to come over and check it out. You're going to see that art in the windows. You're going to see displays that tell you what the upcoming events are. And I think more and more of our students will take the opportunity to experience dance, music, theater, and the visual arts than they would have before, because of how inviting and how impressive our campus is. So all of the important activities that we've been talking about are going to help return our campus to being a vibrant hub of activity, both for our students and for the larger community. We can't wait to host more events in this beautiful facility. And now I'll turn the program back over to Dr. Gable.
Thank you, Dr. Fulbright and Dean Castella, for your remarks. So this concludes our comments for today's ceremony. Again, thank you for joining us, whether in person or online. Your support of Grossmont College is very much appreciated. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Nolt, our governing board members, Dr. Fulbright, Dean Castello to join me for the official ribbon cutting.
Yeah, I was like.
Without your mask, photos, we will start with this group without the ribbon and then go back and forth. If you want to, if we want to get
No, I know. I know. Yeah. Okay.